Hello there, Moon in Taurus, and welcome to your moon sign reading for the month of November 2022. Thanks for watching this video, and be sure to check out your sun sign reading when you're done here. And before you leave, click on that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. All right, Spirit. Tell me about Moon in Taurus for the month of November 2022, please. All right, first we have full moon in Libra, find a balance. All right, Taurus. Feeling a little off kilter? It looks like you might in November. A balance between work and play. A balance between duty and fun. A balance between your black and white ideas about whatever. It's either this way or that way. It feels like almost like a pendulum, actually, like you need to find what's in the center. It's like you've swung one way and then somebody came along with an opinion or some kind of facts came out and then you swung the other way. And now it feels like you're maybe too far that way. So I feel like you're going through a process about some kind of situation, some kind of personal, even identity, how you feel about politics or religion or sports or life purpose. You know, it's like something big. It's not just what you had for breakfast. You know, you're going to go cereal. Nope. You're going to go with ham and eggs. No, it's not small. It's a bigger picture type of balance of you personally, where you fit, where you stand. There's something about it that's, you're still forming, it's still fuzzy, and you haven't found the perfect middle or found the perfect place where you fit in. I feel like you've been influenced by people or situations or current goings-on, you know, like with politics or, you know, it's something bigger than just you. But there's a internal unbalancing, or a part of you internally that just needs balance, so that one, you can finally be solid somewhere, and two, not seem so. I think maybe you're coming across a little wishy-washy on things, and you might be confusing people around you. But let's get some more information. Next is first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. Okay. This internal balancing. You do not have to do this alone. There is a way to speak about it or bring it up to be shared. There's a sense of being vulnerable, finding the right person to share this with. With this card too, this is a symbol of the throat chakra. So yeah, it's about speaking, the right to speak, the right to be heard, the right to listen, that kind of thing. So what I really think this is saying is, a spirit is saying, in order to help you find a balance, a personal internal balance, you need to talk about it. You need to talk about what's happening. I think it's interesting that, you know, it's Gemini, so it's two, right? One or the other. You've got maybe like the angel on the shoulder, devil on the shoulder. You know, it's this back and forth. You're struggling to find where you fit personally, whether you fit in with a group of people or an idea that people hold on to. You need to find your own personal slot where you fit and you can hold and not be easily swayed or impressed upon by others. But let's get some more information. Spirit, tell me more about Moon in Taurus for the month of November, please. Oh, well, another card dropped, so we'll do that one. Spirit, what else does Moon in Taurus need to know about November? First card. Gliding through currents. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease. Going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams take flight. Okay. Speaking about what's going on will help you glide through the currents, will help you flow through life, will help you find that balance that you so desperately need to find. But yeah, going inward and understanding your behavior. I mentioned a little earlier about, I think there are people that are getting confused or not understanding where you stand or what your opinion is on certain ideas or beliefs. And it's kind of, in a way, interrupting some of your relationships, not horribly or long lasting, but it's just, you're unsettled, so therefore the people around you are kind of unsettled around you. And I feel like you're picking up on that and you're not understanding why the people around you are unsettled. You're not even realizing that you're coming across as unsettled. And so this card is talking about going within and learning about what's going on inside, being able to speak about how you fit in or how you're trying to find the right balance. That will help you glide through life, get you into the flow, ebb and flow, right? And so you can follow your dreams better instead of being back and forth or trying to fit in with this group of people or this idea, that kind of thing. Next we have love where you are. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. Again, see, going within, figuring out what it is that you like, what it is that you want, where you stand on certain situations, certain issues. Like it could be political, could be religious, sports. Those are like the top 3 hot topics that people get really involved in, can get really upset about, but it could be something a little more personal. Either way, even though you haven't found a balance, you can still love where you are. You can still be okay. And maybe by you being okay about being unsettled helps the other people be okay about you being unsettled, so therefore they can feel better. Does that make sense? I hope that hits, that makes sense on some level for you. Okay, so let's find out, Spirit, what is the hardest aspect that Moon and Taurus will have to, about themselves, deal with for the month of November? What shadow aspect is going to be making itself known, please, for Moon and Taurus for the month of November? Fragmentation. Okay, so that goes along with basically what we've been talking about trying to find a balance. I think part of the fragmentation problem is that you are someone that can see multiple perspectives, right? So somebody, let's say this is a political thing. Somebody says this about this particular political, there's a lot of political stuff going on right now, but let's say your mom has an opinion this way. And let's say your best friend has opinion the other way. And you see both sides and you want to fit in with both sides. And let's say you have a sibling that has kind of a weird third kind of opinion about what's going on. And you see that too. So that's where some of that fragmentation is. That's where trying to find a balance. And there's nothing wrong with saying, well, I can see this part of what you're saying, Mom, but I don't agree with this. And your best friend is, well, I see this part, but I don't see that, but I don't think it's that way. And like, be okay with your own opinions and your decisions. And that will, again, that will help unfragment that feeling fragmented, feeling like you want to be a part of everybody, or you want to be fitting in with all the different opinions, and that can get kind of overwhelming, exhausting. But don't be afraid. Now that you've got all these different perspectives, form your own opinion and stand behind it. And if someone else has another opinion, you can listen. And it just feels like if you decide where you stand, how you feel, it'll be harder to be in. It'll be harder to have people impress upon you their ideas and feel like you need to match, or feel like you need to support them in some way, at least partially what they're thinking. I don't know, maybe you're afraid of losing their respect, or maybe they have an opinion of you that you're afraid that they'll change if you don't like follow them or follow their ideas. Whatever the case may be, stand on your own 2 feet, but don't be so stubborn that you aren't willing to listen to anything. So again, find a balance, okay? You can do this. All right, let's get some more information. Spirit, tell me more about Moon in Taurus, please. Oops. For the month of November. What else should Moon in Taurus know? Okay, we had a card fly. So that'll be the first card. Grab that. Okay. First card, the Star, inspiration. Okay. The universe is going to give you hope and inspiration on finding the balance. I think there's going to be signs and synchronicities that will remind you or show you where you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's spirit. You might see something like 1111 on the clock, or some kind of number sequence that is personal to you, or somebody might say something, a friend might say something that triggers something inside, or you might hear some song lyrics that you've known the song, but for some reason the way you hear it now, it hits you, strikes you a little different. All of those types of things can be inspiration from the universe, from God, from your spirit guides, whatever your beliefs are. And the Star can also be about hope. So there's definitely hope here. You will find a balance. You will be strong in your own opinions and your own ideas, and you will glide through the currents, flow through life much easier and happier and healthier and less fragmented going through this process, okay? Next, we have strength, bravery, courage, inner strength. And you have that. You may not see that right now, because speaking your world into being, there is a little bit of vulnerability, a little bit of anxiety about something like that. Maybe that's not something you feel like you're really good at, is speaking about what's really going on, expressing who you are, what you think, or how you feel. And it's going to take a little bit of courage and bravery. And Spirit is here saying, again, inspiring you and helping you with courage. Spirit has your back. You can do this. Next, we have death or release here. And this is under the gliding through the currents. So, and that card talks about going inward and bringing your understanding or your perspective into flow that will help your dreams take flight. So what I think this is saying is, especially since there's 3 major arcana cards here so far, you've got the Star, the Strength, and now Death. Whatever the topic is, whatever the situation, whatever it is that you're trying to find a balance on and stand strong in and speak about, This will transform you. Having that strength, that courage, that bravery to speak up changes things for you. It changes the way you relate to yourself. It changes the way you relate to your world, to your peers, to your work people, your coworkers, there we go, to your family, everything. So by this death, I feel like it means that when you find that courage and you speak up and speak about what's going on and speak about what it is you think and feel, that will be the end of your fear of doing that again. It's the end of that part of you that is afraid to stand up for yourself. And I think this process makes you so much stronger, and actually everybody around you will respect you more because you have an opinion. It doesn't matter if it matches theirs or not. So that part of you, that fear part of you or uncertain part of you, will be released, okay? And again, you'll glide through life, flow through life. Things will be easier. And then finally, we have the Ten of Swords, conclusions. This card is under the love where you are. And that's the use your sensitivity to know when to act and connect your heart to your head to determine what you would like. You're coming to a conclusion. You're finally coming to that point where this is where I stand. So by the end of November, this is what I think. This is what I feel. This is my opinion. You don't have to like it. I'm okay with that. And you don't have to fear losing somebody or losing a relationship or being backstabbed or feeling, because this card can be seen as like another death type card, because a lot of times it depicts somebody with swords in their back. So you feel like you're being backstabbed, or you're just at the end of your ropes and you're giving up whatever it is that you've been trying. It's just, you no longer have what it takes. But there's always a sun rising in the background. Same thing with the death card too. It's the end of one phase and the beginning of another. The end of one cycle, the beginning of another. The end of a way of life, the starting of another. So this is a very pretty major transition, I think. But you're going to be so much better off, and you're going to feel so much better and respecting yourself more. Even the people around you are respecting you more too, okay? All right, let's get one final card, please. Spirit, for Moon and Taurus for November. What last piece of advice do you have for Moon and Taurus, Spirit, for November? Okay, one flipped over, so that's what we'll use. That's the artwork. And it says, I have power. It is real. See? Yes, your power is real. Your opinion is real. Your feelings, your thoughts, where you stand is power, and it is real. So you're taking back your power. That's basically what this is. And that fragmentation and that sense of unbalanced and not knowing where you stand is going to have a conclusion, right? And you will no longer be facing or dealing with the uncertainty that you have had about whatever this situation is, okay? All right, Moon and Taurus, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.